All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to another live edition of the Nitro Addiction. Appreciate all the supports and everybody joining. Just gonna finish getting set up here, and we'll continue on with basically part 2 of rebuilding this MGT. Before we continue on with this, I have a surprise box. So, I don't know how many of you guys actually shop from Go Nitro Hobbies, but I've gotten quite a bit of stuff from them. And as soon as we get some more people in here, we'll show everybody what we got in the box. And yes, like the title says, we are still refurbishing the MGT 4.6. We'll get some more people in here and we'll get working on it. And had a nice little eBay surprise show up today. Show everybody what we got going with that. Bricks, Legos, bricks. I can't read Russian. I think that's Russian, but I appreciate you being here. If you could translate, that'd be great. I don't think I've ever had anybody live speaking foreign language before, but that is pretty cool. Thank you for joining. As you guys can see from yesterday, we got all of our engine parts cleaned up pretty good. This is the stock 4.6. There's still a little bit of lacquer left down in there, but we got most of it out. Got the back plate cleaned up pretty well. We got some of the other pieces over here cleaned up and ready to go. We may start off by putting the engine back together before we start tearing the car down. You guys can let me know what you'd like to see. I'm here for you guys. So go ahead and tell me what you guys want to see, and we'll do that. Work on the engine or work on the truck. Doesn't matter to me. See if we can get a few more people in here, and then I'll reveal what's in the box, and we'll get the show on the road. How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys get to run some nitro. She's still got a little bit of pinch lift in her. I think I got everything pretty much cleaned up well enough to get it to run for us. So let's see, who all we got in the house? So far, I got one Russian-speaking person commenting, and I have no idea how to respond to that. Anyways, we'll go ahead and start to reveal this. So this is from Go Nitro Hobbies. So for our first item, the GTX 01 S5s. So those are the mediums. I think these are belted. It doesn't say on this package, but I've been looking for a good pair of on-road tires. Let's see here. It says produced in Italy. The GRPs. Hobbyman RC79. What is up, brother? Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Yep, so this will be my new on-road tires for my two buggies. Still got the seam. Let me know what you guys think about those. Basically, I got two packages. The S5s are medium. I think it goes up to 7, so these are like medium. I don't think they're quite medium hard. And then these here are the GT. New X-Tech line. GT J03 XM7. T03 Revo. I need some more GRPs too. Hell yeah, man. I haven't really got to use these yet. Any GRPs. I've seen a lot of them out there. Haven't got to run them though. I've been running those cheap ones. Most of them are unbranded. And then also I have some SP Racing. I guess. So anyways, these are the white spokes. I did a hell of a glue job. What's up, Nitro RC? Appreciate you joining, brother. How's it going? Let's see. Ah, I see. So this is where they did the hole punch in it. I just didn't take out the plug. But anyways, things are pretty sticky. Let's see if we can see that. So GRP tires, T03 Revo. Oh, that's hard to see there. I think that also says produced in Italy. And they even got tags on the inside of the rims. Watching from the southwest of West Australia. I'm on holidays. Nice! Hell yeah. I don't get a holiday for... we got Memorial Day coming up, but my big holiday is always the 4th of July. Man, to me there's nothing like 4th of July when it comes to blowing up some fireworks. They left me some grease in this package. But anyways, So that's what I got in my box. So next week when the weather clears up, or hopefully it clears up next week, we're gonna get back out on the running the buggies on the street, and I'm gonna test out these tires. So anybody got any preferences? Putting the engine back together, stripping down the truck some more? Anybody got anything? Any ideas on how they want me to do it? It's all about what you guys want. I'm just here to do the work for you. Have some entertainment going on. Sorry for the shakiness. I'm trying to see if I can get a better shot at it. What else needs to be done? Well, so I got the engine cleaned up for the most part. Need to get it put back together, and then basically we're stripping the truck down. We're gonna take it completely apart, clean it up, put it back together. So pretty much everything needs to be done, other than cleaning up the engine. Need to find some new screws. These are, I mean, they work, but pretty darn rusty. I guess whether or not I have those will determine what we do, because I don't want to put rusty screws in there. Okay, so these aren't the right ones. Okay, so the ones I have are a little too long. Alright, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to soak these in some WD-40. See what that does. And then if nothing else, I'll get another set. And we'll work on the truck for tonight. Alright, let's see. Alright, so I got those screws soaking in some WD-40. So, I guess I could put the rest of the engine back together. Clean all this oil and gummy crap off of here. This makes it much quicker and easier. Anybody else clean their screws this way? I hate having gummy screws or screws covered in grease and shit. Okay, so those are ready for action. Let's see. Yeah, this was the glow plug in it. I wonder if it still works. Yeah, it still works. It's got a little glow to it. Let's see. I'm trying to get it on camera, but anyways, it's been sitting there for a while. We're just gonna put a new one in it. Let's see, it's in a message pop up here. What you guys got going? Let's see. Is a flywheel puller bigger than a pinion puller? I don't know about a pinion puller. I mean, I've got, I guess you'd say, normal size hands. Most gloves I wear are large, so for reference as to how big this is, they're not real big. I've never used a pinion puller, so I couldn't really tell you what the differences are. Hobbyman says, yep, clean screws are important. Yeah, I don't like putting dirty screws in there. JR's Motos, how's it going, brother? Thanks for joining. Nitro RC says, yes, Hobbyman, much bigger. Oh, you're talking about the pinion puller? Yeah, I've never messed with them. I've only had a couple electrics. Here's one part we forgot to clean. Yeah, dirty screws are no good because if you're using Loctite, which you should, or I do anyways, they don't stick very well. So that's an odd, I don't know how well you guys can see that. It's an odd flywheel nut. Let's see. I think most everything's clean enough. Get some of this trash out of the way. Bob's RCs, what's up, brother? Similar to Kyosho. Is that on the, you talking about that flywheel nut? Let's see here. So yeah, it's got some, I'm assuming, rust. I cleaned it up a little bit. I can't tell if it's rust or lacquer, but I mean, it's nothing flaking off. It's not gonna hurt what we got going. And I do think that I'm gonna need to replace the bearing at some point, especially the rear one. But for now, we're just going to get it all put back together and let's see if we can get a good running video out of it. So the bearing spins pretty freely. Maybe a little bit of burning nitro in there will help clean out any the lacquer that's left behind. I'm just about out of this after run oil. I have to start using the new stuff that I got. All right. Yeah, I'm just definitely gonna need a bearing job, but doesn't sound too bad. Spinning freely, so we'll give it a shot. But the plan at some point is to replace the batteries on it. Or, sorry, batteries. The bearings. Alright. Alright, there we go. So the piston is in. A little bit of oil on the sleeve here so it slides in nice and easy. Plus on the inside so this piston slides in there. Man, I think I might have to heat it up just to get the sleeve in there. I've never had to heat up an engine block to get a sleeve in. Have you guys ever had to heat up an engine block to get the sleeve in there? Because I haven't. Since it seems like I'm going to need to, better get my my makeshift oven mitt ready. Nitro Tony from Australia's in the house. Welcome, brother. There's Great Plains after run. I think the new one I got was VP Pro. Nope, should slide in easy. Don't heat the block if any. What? Emery cloth. If any emery cloth. Let's leave it. I don't have any emery cloth. You don't think I should heat the block? I've never had this issue, so I mean I don't know what the solution is. If I don't have any emery cloth, then what's the next best thing? Because like it doesn't feel like it's getting in there and getting stuck. It doesn't feel like that the metal will slide past the metal at all. Got to be a nick or piece of dirt somewhere. Well, let's see what we got. Like it's not making it down that far. You think maybe that little edge of dirt there? Did you have a hard time pulling out the sleeve? Yeah, if you weren't on last night's live, I had to heat it up. I had to heat it up a few different times, and when I finally got it to slide a little bit with the zip tie, then I ended up having to use a screwdriver and just give it, a little pry. I had to heat it up a few times to get it out. It was in there pretty tight. Is it bad to heat it up to get the sleeve back in? Like I said, I've never had that issue, so I've never dealt with this. Try a little bit of oil inside. I'll try some oil here. I mean, good emery cloth wouldn't hurt. I just don't have any. Let's see. Heaps of time. What do you mean by heaps of time, Tony? I mean, I've had other engines that I struggled to get them out, had to heat it up and try it, give it multiple tries, but I've never had that tight of a fit going back in. Oh, cool. Never mind. We are in luck. Let's see. Bob says, problem is when you heat the block and put the sleeve in, it'll be very hard to remove again. Worst case scenario, throw the sleeve in your freezer for a couple hours. Yeah, good point. I didn't even think about putting it in the freezer, but we finally got it to get in there. So now that maybe I just had it in there kind of cockeyed, I didn't want to go properly. Man, if you don't get it in there straight, pain in the ass later on, that's for sure. Oops. Oh. Oh, I hate when it gets off just a hair. Damn it. I got no way to turn it. Alright. So zip tie it is. Shit. Yeah, I hate when they're real tight and you get off on that pin just a little bit. Had to heat the block. No, it wasn't because I heated the block. Let's see. Since I don't have a sleeve puller, I'm gonna have to put the clutch and stuff on. Chino, what's up, brother? Thanks for joining, man. Just give you a little update. Chino and anybody else that's just joined us. Got the sleeve to slide in there, and I'm off. Just a hair. Yeah, and I don't want to put channel locks on it. Definitely don't want to do that. But what we can do Tony says, heat it up. Yeah, I don't know. Now I don't have anything to work with because it's down inside there. Let's see. What do we got here? Is that penny markings on the top of the piston? No, I think it's just lacquer junk. Unless that's what you're talking about. I think it's just lacquer. This thing's set for a while. There's no holes. It's smooth. Let's see. Hell, I can't remember which way this went. I think I got it the right way. I didn't take enough notes when I took it apart. So just make sure that looks like that's the right way. I think if I flip it over the other way, the spring's gonna be hitting right on the nut. Where's it till I go? There's piston sleeve. Some of these engines make it a pain in the butt to work on just because the sleeve doesn't want to come out of there, you know? When you go to put it back in, it miraculously goes at an angle. Or not an angle, but spun around. Yes, I didn't get very much, but I need to get it to where I can get the damn thing spun around. What do you think? Freeze it? Think that's what I should do? Yeah, it seems if you don't double up these zip ties and make it a 4-layer sandwich, it always just cuts them. Well, of course I can't get it in there. pain in the ass. Apparently it thinks I got enough of it through there. Okay, we got it to move on for us a little bit. Alright, now we're back in business. Let's see if we can get this thing lined up perfectly. Because, yeah, once it gets down in there, it's almost impossible to turn. Oh, let me get the piston straight here. Cable tie thick. It wasn't thick enough to not cut, but too thick that it didn't want to go in. But there we go. Let's see. Are you trying to get the sleeve out? Yeah, I was trying to get it back up because I didn't have the notch lined up with the pin. Got all the way down in there, was hanging off to the side, and I couldn't get it to spin, so I needed to bring it back out. Ooh, I do have a new part for this engine. Here we go. Makes you wonder how old this thing is. I don't remember what I paid for this. Back when I got it, it was slipping when I got that truck. So I bought this and never did get it in there. Next time you have an engine apart, take 10 minutes and polish the sleeve. No more headaches. Yeah, I know. I need to get some emery cloth to kind of clean it up a little bit. Did you change the bearings? No, I don't have bearings to change it yet. They're spinning freely enough that, I mean, you know, they're good enough we can fire this up. Main thing is just to kind of get it fired up. I'm not going to be real hard on it. I need to get the bearings. I don't have them yet. I know, I should. But that's why I'm not running my Rex Legend at the moment. That definitely needs new bearings. Well, I'm not running anything at the moment because of horrible weather here in Omaha. Had tornadoes roll through, I think it was last Friday. Let's see, so brand new out the package, one-way bearing. Kevin got about says fire up soon. I don't know for sure when. I'm hoping maybe next week. Depends on if I get all the, get it cleaned up and then put back together. I'm trying. I got multiple projects going on, but yeah, I'm trying to fire it up soon. Then the Roma 25 are the best Novas. Yeah, I really enjoy mine. I've always had tuning issues with it though, and right now I'm pretty sure I have a bearing issue. Let's see. God, I wish I could remember. I don't think there was a washer in there. If any of you guys mess with these and think I'm supposed to put a washer in there, let me know. I don't think. Pretty sure that wasn't on there. No, everything that came off of this is right here. And none of those pieces fit it. And that back there is the copper washer for the glow plug, in case anybody's wondering. These damn E-clips are a pain in the ass. There it is. That doesn't seem right. What am I doing wrong here? Ah. Like a dumbass. There. I thought there was a brass piece back behind that when I took it apart. That makes more sense, huh? And the one-way bearing's working. Only spins in the one direction, so. Alright. Well, that'll go on after. So. Just put some oil down in there. There we go. Give it a nice bath. But yeah, I mean, it spins pretty good. Definitely could use a bearing change though. But I'm not going to be running it super hard. There we go. Actually, before we put that on there, put a dab of Loctite on these screws so they don't fall off of there. Let's see. Nitro, she says, same here, nothing but rain and thunderstorms. Yeah, we like I said, we had some tornadoes roll through Friday. I don't think anybody was really majorly hurt. A little bit of property damage though. It was, I'd say they were 5 miles to the west of me. I'm on like the north side, kind of like north central Omaha, and they were more to the west. But I mean, when you live in the Midwest, that's what you deal with. So I know it's controversial. Some people say use Loctite. Some people say don't. I don't know how people keep their stuff from coming loose when they don't use Loctite. Let's see. Well, I mean, that's hectic. Yeah, totally. It's a lot of components for this store. I know, dude. It's like I've only dug into this thing once before, so I'm kind of learning this as we go. But yeah, there's a one-way bearing, the starter shaft, the back plate. Here we have the outer housing, and then that is the starter nut, basically. And that actually has a one-way bearing in it as well. I'm not really going to mess with cleaning that up. I don't have a pull cord to make that work anyways. It's going to be a roto start for the moment. But yeah, these things are so much easier working on a Savage. I mean, maybe it's just because I've done it so many times. But I love all Nitro RCs. There we go. Got that one way to lock into place. Let's see. There's different length screws. I think. Oh, maybe they're all about the same. No, they're. I think the shorter ones. We'll put the shorter ones in the block. Didn't take as many notes as I should have when I took this apart. But well, it's just a nitro engine. How hard can it be? Let's see, what are you guys saying here? Vintage power, hell yeah. That's why I don't run sealed backs. Once you run a truggy, you can't go back to a monster truck. At least that's how it was for me. Dude, I'm telling you, I've been running buggies and truggies ever since I got my truggy. That's all I've basically ran is the truggy, and then now I have these two buggies that one of them I've had for a while, and I took a little bit of a break, but I finally got it going here recently. I love starter box. I hate pull cords. I hate roto starts, but I do like monster trucks. So, you know, the monster truck, like I use that Savage so much, you know, I can't really, I don't know, I can't really like dislike the monster truck, and like I have to play with the monster truck. Hope I got these screws in the right place. And the other ones aren't really that much longer, but probably be all the difference. All right. So there's that. I don't know how well, but that one-way bearing is working. That thing is covered in some grease. Give me a new paper towel. But since I'm not using the pull cord at the moment, I'm not too worried about cleaning that up. This is a totally different setup than what I'm used to with most of the RCs that I've ever messed around with. Usually the like the spring, the pull starter spring and everything's all like one piece with the housing. Like this is totally different than what I know. I've seen a couple videos on people working on these trucks, and I'm like, oh, that does not look like fun. But here I am. Need to get me another light. Hope there's not too many shadows, making it hard for you guys to see. I think the camera gives better light to what I'm doing than actually being here does. I'm almost thinking these longer threaded screws should be on the inside. Ah, damn it. I'm gonna go ahead and redo this because I'd hate to mess it up just because I put a screw that was a little bit too short in there and didn't have enough threads holding it all together. So just bear with me, guys. Appreciate the likes from everybody. If you haven't hit that like button, you're enjoying the show. Means a lot. Hit that like button for me. If you're not subscribed, that helps too. Come on, get out of there. Appreciate it, guys. Come on, get out of there. Yeah, I know everybody wants to see me fire something up. I'm in an apartment complex where that wouldn't be a good idea. So it's gonna be pretty much raining all week. But next week we are planning on going live. I don't know if I'm gonna have this ready, but I'll definitely be running those buggies, trying out my new street wheels that I just got. So hope everybody joins us for that. Let's see. So we put this on. Needs to be across the bottom like that. Yeah, that fits in there better. I think those other ones were like just long enough, like especially right here. It would have been right next to that leg. So figured we'd swap them around. Pretty sure this is where they're supposed to be. And I don't have a manual. If I were to need a manual, I have to basically get into my phone. And kind of hard to do while I'm in the middle of a live. So I need to get a manual printed off for this. Still got a good seal to it. All right, I'm gonna go check on my my screws that I've got soaking in some WD-40. I think we're gonna get most of the rust off of these. They're still a little bit rusty, but they're not bad and you can't see them, so I'm not going to worry about them too much. All that little bit of rust on is going to completely take away from the integrity of them. Yeah, I hate rusty screws and parts, but you won't see these. Will be down inside the head. So, should be good enough for what we're doing. I appreciate everybody that's made it to the live so far. Looks like you guys got some comments going. And let's see. Yeah, the phone wasn't telling me that you guys were having some comments going here. Let's see. Check out my Nova Ross C33 race. 12-hour video. She screams. That was a pretty good video. Yeah, be sure and check out NITRO RC and Electrics. Chino says Veloci XXL is like a monster truggy. Yep. Yeah, you got some pretty cool videos. Chino, I can't keep up with your videos. You put out too many videos at a time. I know you never put out too many videos, but sorry, I don't get to see them all. They pop up on my phone, and I just don't get a chance to go through them all. But here pretty soon, I'm gonna sit down and go through your channel. You got a bunch of videos I haven't seen. Let's see. After the stream, of course. Yes, thank you, Nitro RC. Appreciate you clarifying that. That's Chino's go-to Nitro MT, the XXL. Yeah, I wish I had one. Appreciate it, Bob. Telling everybody to hit that like. Lotus 420, what is up, brother? Thanks for coming back and joining us again. Let's see. Yes, be sure and subscribe to everybody in here. Everybody subscribe to everybody. How about that? A lot of cool channels on here now. I even started checking out Lotus's stuff yesterday. Just finally found him. I need to go through your channel as well, Lotus. Upgrading the rescue boat, hell yeah. Let's see. Let's go swim in 40-degree water. Yeah, that would suck. Let's see. Doing the polar bear dip. Oh, you talking about me finally got some proper Milwaukee tools? Yeah, I've had this, baby. Milwaukee MIP, can't go wrong. Let's see. NITRO ADDICTION says I'm bipolar bear. Are you talking to me, Bob? Being a mod? I don't even really know much about what mods do other than kick people out that are causing problems. Shouldn't have too many issues with that on here, but I mean, if you want to be a mod, I don't know how to set that stuff up. Kind of new to this live stuff. YouTube used to just be post a video. Like a lot of people on here have cheap tools or the yellow stuff. What is the yellow stuff? Talking about the orange handled MIPs? What do you mean by the yellow stuff? DeWalt. Oh yeah, that crap. No, I mean there's talking like Walmart tools. Yeah, I've worked construction many years now, and I've run into people with DeWalt. I've borrowed them. They always sound like plastic gears grinding in those things, but yet they always seem to work. So I mean, I can't knock DeWalt. I've always been a Milwaukee guy. And the company I work for, I mean, they replace both, but they're real heavy on the Milwaukee tools, because they're based out of the Wisconsin area, so they're real heavy on the Milwaukee tools. And it's easy to get them, easy for me to get them, so that's what I generally tend to go with. It's like Walmart or Amazon, hyper tough. Yes. The only thing that those kind of tools are good for are cheap home projects, but hopefully you don't have too many of them because they won't survive very many. Hey, I love the DeWalt nail guns. Takes 10 seconds to fire a nail. Chino says, me too. Milwaukee's my go-to. Milwaukee has a full auto nail guns. I mean, if you like stripping everything. Everything has its place, right? I don't know if you guys know. A lot of people don't. Milwaukee is a like sister company, or like they are basically. Oh, damn it, Black and Decker. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Sorry guys, I forget I'm supposed to be doing this on camera. I just start doing my own thing. I knew I missed one of the holes. Six screws. Never messed with a cooling head before that has 6 screws in it. What you guys got going on here? Working tools with snap on. My licensed master tech. Hell yeah. I'll say that. I install windows and doors. We have Milwaukee and some Makita stuff. Makita's cool. We don't. Our Makita's getting hard to find. At least like you can get it, but you know if you want like the good commercial use stuff, it seems like it's getting hard to find. But I don't own any. Just going by what the guys tell me that I work with. And like our company will replace tools if they get broken, whatever. And they're always trying to get us to switch over to Milwaukee. So they're like, oh, this stuff's hard to find. You should switch to this. So I don't know. Milwaukee's good stuff, though. If you get the black and white, they're for, you know, household projects. I wouldn't try to use them on a commercial or industrial job. Man, these are some long-winded screws and a bunch of them. Jesus, come on. Again, if you haven't smashed that like button, please do, especially if you're enjoying the content. Helps me out a lot. Man, I don't know why they feel the need to put 6 screws in that thing. All right. Hook up a piece of fuel tube into this carburetor and just make sure that it's not plugged up. That's good. No lacquer buildup in the carburetor, so should be good to go. All right, throttle return spring. Yeah, this is all stock. Low speed screw, high speed screw, idle set screw. I think yesterday we come to the conclusion that this is just a screw that holds the carburetor in. There we go. So So it's nice and clean down in there. I was sitting there thinking, man, I know I unscrewed it more than that yesterday. Why? That's probably why I was a little bit tight getting it in there too. When I was over at the sink washing it, I threaded that screw in so I wouldn't lose it. But anyways, fully seated in there all the way. Better give this flywheel a good crank. It feels a little tight. We're gonna put a dab of Loctite on here. Alright, so it feels a little tight. It feels a little loose. That's what I meant to say. Let's see where we're at here on the comments. Bob's been a licensed mechanic for 25 years. I've been an electrician for 18. Let's see, 25 years sounds better. Can't snap on tools expensive for my blood. Yeah, they're expensive, but I mean, they're kind of like the MIP of the mechanic world. I like Hazard also, high quality German tool brand. We have a couple guys that bring German tools to the, to different job sites sometimes, and I hear a lot of good things about German tools. I myself have never purchased any. I didn't really use one, but I just kind of checked out a guy's set, and that doesn't sound very good. Checked out a guy's set of German tools, and they were pretty comfortable. Because it's got to be comfortable to the grip, especially if you're using it a lot. All right, gentle. We don't want to mar it up. Yep, didn't tear it up at all. Let me see. I'm gonna grab a new glow plug for it. We're up to 21 viewers. Hell yeah! Appreciate everybody joining. Where are we at here? Welcome, Joseph. I don't know if I've seen you in here before. Try to say hi to everybody that jumps in. What's up, fellow Nitro lovers? Spent the day breaking a 28 force parts core engine in my vintage Revo. Hell yeah. Nice. Well, welcome to the live. Appreciate it. We're just having fun rebuilding this MGT 4.6. It's in good shape. It's just sit around for a while. So nothing better than MIP drivers. That is true. Hybrid, what is up, brother? Hell yeah. Appreciate everybody coming to the live, hanging out. MGT rebuild, nice. Yes, sir. I've heard people talk about not being able to find these plugs anymore. What do y'all think about that? Nice little McCoy. These are the, oh, get it on camera here. These are the long threads for this one. Oh, Hardy Boy's in the house. What's up? Hell yeah, guys. I feel like the whole family's here now, or just about. There's a few more people we could get in here that kind of becoming like family. One big old nitro family in here. Awesome. Now I got a brand new glow plug in there for her. Compressor feels good and tight. This is the piece that's rattling around. Nitro Game family, the best family in the world. Yes, sir. A lot of good people in here. Appreciate everybody for joining in. So we're getting close to the engine being put back together. Eventually, I am going to take it apart and put some bearings in it. It does need a few more items. I'm not going to lie, but I don't have them at the moment, and the bearings are spinning freely enough that it's not going to heat up the engine too bad. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I heard somebody, I don't remember if it was the bug or who it was, said that these plugs are kind of scarce, or I guess they don't make them anymore. So I have 3. I just put one in here. I have 4 of these plugs. These are the McCoy MC55. Appreciate everybody joining. If you're enjoying the live and you haven't hit that like button yet, please do so. So for everybody that wasn't here for the beginning of the live, I'll show you what what was in my box. So these are the GT J03 XM7s. Hardy Boy says, I'm picking up off in a buggy with a 21 Pico for $40 tomorrow. I'm hella happy. Dude, that is crazy. Pop says, smoke them if you got them. Yeah, I don't know how many you guys have ever messed with these on-road tires before. I'm kind of excited. They did a hell of a glue job at the factory. But I'm very excited to run these. Can't wait till weather's nice. These are going to go on, one set's going to go on one buggy, and these here are going to go on the other buggy. GTX 01 S5s. This is S5 medium. These are both GRPs. They're with tax and shipping and everything. They're pretty close to about $50 for each set. So they're a little pricey. But I mean, if I can get a few runs out of them and some good on-road time. My only problem is I like shredding those, those buggies. If they'll do donuts and slide around, I'm gonna do it. And it's hard on these tires, but maybe I can get a little more use out of these than some of those cheaper ones. All right, so that was my surprise in a box. Okay, where are we at with this? So, yep, our next step's going to be putting these in place. What you guys got going here? We've got some new people in here. What we got? Sir Terps a lot. Dodger Boy, what's up, brother? Sir Terps a lot. New to this channel, I think. I haven't seen you in here before, anyways. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Hardy Boy says, what's up from Northern Virginia? Well, what's up from the Midwest, brothers? Tornado Alley here, as we like to call it. Oh, yeah. Appreciate everybody joining in. Hate those stupid springs. Talking about these. So Terps says, yes, sir. You know, all clutches are a pain in the ass. I really do like those Force Shoe Alpha clutches. I think they're pretty nice. I'm not a racer, so I can't really say that, you know, I don't have a professional opinion on it. I just think that they're nice. I know they got tools for this, but this guy doesn't have them. Heck yeah, we got 21 people in the live, or 26 people in the live. Appreciate everybody being here. Alright, this is where it gets tricky. See if I can do this without stabbing myself. It's usually the hardest part, is doing it without stabbing yourself. Problem is, this one shoe doesn't want to stay out of the way. You know, it's been 6 or 7 years since I've attempted to do this style of clutch. Oh, get in there. See what you guys are saying. Make sure nobody's screaming at me to do it differently here. You haven't heard the word buku in years. Who's talking about buku? You're talking about buku clutch? Buku and M2C clutches are nice too. Yeah, I haven't gotten a lot of M2C stuff. I've heard a lot of good things about them. I haven't messed with them yet. Bukus are really good from what I hear, but I haven't really messed with them as well. The Savage Emoji King is the house. Oh, in the house. Sorry guys, my reading abilities apparently aren't my ass off. You forgot to mention LRP King and Blue is back. Man, this words about you out, and I'm in Dayton, Ohio. I am in right now. I'm in Omaha. I work on the road. I'm a what's your email? So my email is jmdows79@gmail. If you need me to repeat it, let me know. I'm in Omaha. I travel for work, so I spend most of my time on the road, away from the family. And then my actual home is Kansas City. But I got to spend about 6 months in Cincinnati. So that was I was there from January to about this time. I think about May 17th, something like that. So I was close to you. All right, so we got those shoes in there. Okay, so apparently I'm supposed to have both washers there. There we go, that's better. Yeah. I don't remember if this was the screw that was here, or if this was the screw that was here. I think it was a shorter one. Make sure that washer's not digging into the bearing. Alright, that's a good fit. Put a little bit of Loctite on this. Kind of excited to get this truck running again. I haven't ran it in 6 or 7 years. I have to go back and look at my videos, because the last time I ran it was in a video. Had to have been at least 6 years ago, if not 7. And those bearings maybe a little on the worn side, but we'll try them out anyways. Man, where did this... I hate having leftover parts. It's like, shit, you're not supposed to have leftover parts. What's going on? I mean, there's nothing here for it. I need to see if I got some more screws for this. Oh yeah, guys, appreciate the likes. Let's see. I love that my clothes smell like burnt nitro. Yeah, that's always a good thing. Or like whenever it's man, I don't think I have any of these screws. Whenever it's, a nice day outside, you got the windows open, and when you're done, the house kind of smells of nitro. Okay, that one's not gonna work. I may not have any replacement screws. Thought for sure I did. Cool, there's one. I need one more. No, that one's too big. Sorry guys, hope it's not getting boring. I'm just trying to find another grub screw. I think one of them was okay, but one of them was feeling a little loose. Let's see, hardware cooler deal. I got a Traxxas T-Max 15 with the OS Max 12 with the cooling head, no original body, but I did have the original remote, not running, paid $40. Dodgeball says, good day, mate. Would somebody have to go somewhere? Alright. See, Dodgeball says today's project or on the work table was fixing to repair and cracked or broken bodies with crazy glue. Hardyboy says I'm wrenching too. Everyone in chat probably is, I would guess. I know when I'm watching other people's lives, a lot of times I'm wrenching as well. Yeah, so this screw here definitely starting to feel a little loose. I don't want to strip it out. Had to create a T-wrench. She was in there kind of tight. Man, the screw is new. Never wrench alone. Chilling, smoking a joint, Bob's RC says. Yeah, I've talked about this before to other people's lives. My company, they like to pull up those random quizzes. So, unfortunately, I cannot smoke anymore. So, kind of jealous of the ones that do get to. Crazy where it's legal almost everywhere. Companies still act like it's a harmful drug. Okay, so this shaft has 2 flat sides on it. It's been a while. I'm assuming I lost the original one of these, so that ain't cool, Batman. It'll take me a second to get this thing set just right. But yeah, insurance policy, I'm sure, for smoking. Yeah, I know. That's what I always say. Damn insurance, big pharma. They've got everybody by the ball sack, and they're like, no, we're not gonna, something. I mean, some people don't want to admit it, but THC has a lot of medical, medicinal use. It does a lot of people a lot of good. And the insurance companies do not like things that take away from profit. And if you don't need their poison in a pill, then they can't make any money. So it's kind of messed up in my opinion. But anyways, so yeah, I'm starting to remember now. Can't really see down in there. Kind of starting to remember. I don't know what happened with the old one. I just remember either this wasn't the right one or I had this somewhere. Come on, focus. Focus. And put it on there, but Loctite the screws real good so that they don't back out, sitting on the flat side of that shaft. I started many times with this because my pull cord broke pretty early on, so I know it works. Just I hate not having stuff with the original parts. But I'll tell you a fact: my dad had prostate removed because of cancer. My mother had uterus cancer. My sister thyroid. I smoke like a champ and have nothing. I mean, that they say it does a lot of good for the body in a lot of different ways. Yeah, cancer sucks, brother. I don't know. I'm no medical genius by any means, but I have seen. I have seen, pot have good effect on people like Parkinson's, the one where they shake. That tends to, looks like anyways, like keeps, stops people from shaking. So, seizures. I used to know somebody way back in the day that had a daughter that had seizures, and they would use the oil. What is it? I don't think it was the CBD. They used something out of the plant. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it helps with seizures as well. Oh, I'm gonna see if I have another exhaust gasket. That one's kind of, it's still solid. It's it's good and malleable. It's not hard and brittle. CBD, yes, Lotus. Yep. Let's see. Dodger says, Chino, what's up, the king of cool Nitro RC buys the box with manuals. Yeah, that's amazing. You find all them boxes with the manuals still in there. I lived in the city, smoked weed for 3 years straight. Man, I smoked for a long time, from like right out of high school, 18, 19 years old, all the way up until, I don't know, a few years back. But yeah, it's too much risk. I make way too much money to worry about losing my job to smoking medicine, so I decided not to do it. Everybody needs a little of God's medicinal herb. Yes. It's funny you say that because a lot of people call it devil's lettuce. And to me, there's nothing devilish with it. Nothing the devil does is going to help somebody medically. But I do think that's funny that they call it the devil's lettuce. Okay, so these old MGT exhaust deals are kind of weird. Get in there. There we go. Got this weird ring on here. I know it was pretty common back in the day because I've got two vintage Nitros that have this. And for everybody that was paying attention in yesterday's live, I think that I called it like a CXT or something. It's the AFNA X1 CRT. I think I'm saying that right. But it has the same style of exhaust holder. This little loose ring. But anyways, so the engine is pretty much back together now. Let's see here. Well, she says, same, have been smoking since high school. Yeah, dude, it gets, over the years, it just kept getting stronger, better tasting, and now that there's like some badass shit out there that everybody's, breeding things together, I can't do it anymore. Smells good, tastes good, great high out of it. It's better than alcohol. Yeah, but jobs like mine where they make you pee turn you into an alcoholic. This is just a little girly drink, the old cranberry and vodka. It's the easiest drink to make when you're not a bartender. It's either that or beer for me, but love the devil's lettuce. That's a salad I can get with. Hell yeah. The craziest shit is that now they make those like moon rocks, or what's the one where it's like they roll a joint, they put oil on it, and then they put all the keef on it or something. God, what's that called? Man, that shit'll kill you, especially if you're not a smoker. And then try to smoke some of the stuff they have now. Holy shit! You ever heard anyone smoking a blunt and beating their wife? Nope. Devil's lettuce. Yes, has to be CRT. Yes, thank you, hybrid. Sorry, I get so many things going through my brain I can't remember sometimes. All aspects. What's up, brother? Appreciate you joining in. Let's see, oh, she didn't bring the Cheetos fast. Dude. What happened, man? I had the munchies, man. She didn't bring my Cheetos fast enough. Holy shit. Funny thing about like alcohol, though, some people it just hits differently. Like me, I can drink until I pass out, puke, whatever. No matter how drunk I've ever gotten, I've never gotten violent, never felt violent. Um, no dispensary stuff is garbage, government crap. Yeah, stay away from that shit. If you're talking about like the moon rocks and stuff that I was just mentioning, man, you get that shit from the right people. It's not bad because I mean, hell, the government doesn't even want that shit to be legal anyways, you know. So let's see. Not sure really. All I know about RCs. NPGs. Hell yeah. What's up, Hyper, my dude? How's your Tuesday? How is everybody doing today? Donut hole joint. Never heard of those. When I was a federal probation, they had me on random drug tests. Yeah, my job does it randomly. The people we work for will do it randomly. I got to do it to get on site. It's a joke. If I get hurt, I gotta give it to them. They always want my pee. Hell, they'll even show up on the job site with a little swab stick and tell you to put that in your mouth, and it's crazy. Because I tried to buy a parts MGT and got stiff. Oh, that sucks, man. Put up Nitro and Electrics. Big up to the farmers. Taco Tuesday. Going to hell for that one. Guy took pics of MGT, and then I showed up, and it was totally different. I hate that shit, man. I bought a Savage off somebody, and it was aluminum. I was going to take the aluminum stuff off anyways, but it had a nice purple aluminum bumper on it, and I did not notice it when I got there. But when I got home and started looking at it and started to take it apart, that bumper was all smashed in, and I'm like, there's no way that it looked like that in the picture. So this asshole took a picture of it and then drove the shit out of it and destroyed it, and then still sold it. And I was like, dude, you're lucky I'm a nice guy. You're gonna try to rip somebody off one of these days, and they're gonna hurt you. Let's see. That's why you have to work for yourself. Yeah, I wish I could. MGT parts are hard to find than drugs on the streets. How funny. The ganja farmers. I'm close to Humboldt, and they have a ton of dispensaries, but the secret shows are the place to go. See, I hate when those fools do that shit. Yeah, people suck, and it's not even just this hobby; it's anything. But yeah, I hate that when people, they advertise one thing and then they give you another. People suck. I'm a big heavy metal person. Love Slipknot. One of my favorite songs by them has always been "People Equal Shit." There's just no getting around it. People equal shit. Now, if you're part of the cool Nitro gang, or as I like to call it here, Nitro Addicts, we don't equal shit. We equal goodness. Man, I still like to know where this screw and washer came from. It's gotta be so... I feel like an idiot. I know exactly where it came from. Thanks for reminding me, guys. Appreciate it. Lotus says, good song. Hell yeah, man. Keep calm, guys. Still got some parts, but not the whole chassis. Yeah, that sucks, man. Hardy Boy says, I love metal too. Favorite band is Lamb of God. I really like Lamb of God. I love that song, Memento Mori, I think is how you say it. The older I get, the heavier I like my music, and I've gotten into some of the death metal. I like the symphonic death metal. If you guys have ever heard of Shadow of Intent, all-time favorite band. I love everything that they put out. It's good, fast pace, heavy drums, harsh vocals. It's like a symphony. A very good band. Sanatorium by Metallica. That's a good one too. I liked Metallica back, through the Black Album, and then after that, I, I don't know. Their stuff just kind of wasn't for me. But when I was in the '90s, I was in high school. Korn came out. That was the shit. And then all of a sudden, I heard Slipknot, and it was like, hope. That was the only thing that I was into for the longest time. Mudvayne. Loved the new metal era. But now, as I got older, I like it older. Bullet for My Valentine. Yeah, that's good shit too, brother. Top Pandora Station. Korn System of a Down. Hell yeah. Yep. Fools Anybody are full of shit with the overpriced RC everything. Yes. I search around until I find good deals. Like that eBay deal that I found had that Joker body with that buggy. I did a video on that not too long ago. Man, that was $400. Came with a buggy, a bunch of parts, a brand new Sure Start starter box with two 4S batteries, two bodies. Man, that was a hell of a deal. And it even had two sets of tires. He says West Coast gangster rap. Yeah, I liked rap back in the day. I like some. I also like when they mix it up, like Falling in Reverse. I don't like all their stuff, but what is it? Watch the World Burn. Their big stuff. Popular Monster. I like the way that he puts the rap and rock together. I really do enjoy that. Used to be that guy standing next to the Spencers and Slipknot t-shirt, early 2000s. Hell yeah, Hardy Boy. We'd have been best friends back in the day. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna hang on to this screw just in case, but it's not in the best of shape. All right, now it's time to get set up to start doing more with the truck. But I do need to get this back on there. Apparently my zip tie is too tight. All right, no more zip tie. I'll get a zip tie back on there at some point. I'll oil this up later. Not going to bore you guys with all that stuff. We start getting into the truck and getting it broke down. Man, all this talk about good old new metal is bringing back some memories. So it took me 20 years, but I finally back in, I think it was like 2019. Yeah, I think August 2019. Finally got to go see Slipknot in concert. That was some cool shit. And coming up in October, the wife got us some Korn tickets. I got to see Korn back in '98. They were touring with Rob Zombie. So it's like the name of the concert was Korn Rob Zombie '98. That was some good shit. Let's see. Okay, this truck's huge, so I gotta make some room. Just gonna start over with a new paper towel. Man, there's so much to this truck, I don't even know where the hell to start. Sorry for the bounce around here, guys. Okay, where are we on comments? The old school new music. It's trash. Yeah, a lot of it is. There's some good stuff, but some of it these days is just, yeah, I don't. And some of the stuff that they sing about. Let's see, test rate 1 of 8 HPI Savage, 25 is WD, 1 of 8. Jesus. All over everything, let it sit for the rest of the week and wash and clean over the weekend. You've seen Korn twice? Hell yeah. Never Slipknot though. Dude, that Slipknot concert was badass. Behemoth, Volbeat, which I don't even know why Volbeat was there, and Gojira. That was a badass concert. Seen Godsmack with Breaking Benjamin. Yeah, when Godsmack first came out, I thought they had a really good sound, and then when they came out with their next album, I couldn't tell. And they came out with their next album, I couldn't tell. Everything just sounded the same. Ooh, Green Day. I bet that was a good concert. I've always liked Green Day, and I just found out a couple years ago, it just never really dawned on me, that they're punk. I never thought of them as being punk. Or punk. Probably one of the only punk bands that I actually like. But yeah, they're pretty good. Now we got lame Taylor Swift. Yeah, five finger Death Punch. I bet that was a good show. He's and they're all veterans, but God, what's the lead singer's name? Ivan. Really good guy, man. They really do take care of their fans and their audience. Really good to the younger fans and just really good people. Taylor Swift, give me a break. Oh, that would have been cool seeing Linkin Park, man. The way old Chester screaming in harmony, or in tune, whatever you want to call it, man. That guy, he was the shit. Slipknot put on a hell of a show back in the day. They still do. Yeah, like I said, I got to go. It was right after "We're Not Your Kind" album came out, and they just lost. The guy that had the long nose mask. I can't remember his name. They just fired him or whatever the case was, and I was all worried that it was going to be a shit show. And then they brought in that new guy that they were calling Tortilla Face. Did a very good job. I loved the concert. I'd have to say one of the best concerts that I ever went to would have been Marilyn Manson back in the day before he went completely weird. Hey, there you go. You're just I didn't even see it, Lotus. I thought about it. It was a weird show, but I seen it right when Not Smells Like Children. Damn. What was that second album they did? Had Sweet Dreams on it. Might have Antichrist Superstar. I went to a concert like the day that was being released. Great concert. Take electronics out. Wash the Simple Green in water. Then wipe down and put WD-40 all over it. Wipe it down. Talking to me, Joseph? Because my plan is to strip everything, wash everything with soapy water, and then rebuild it. That's what I did to all my RCs within the last couple of months, because everything's set for about 4 years. God, I just don't know where to start with this thing, but I want to take it all apart, make sure everything's working good. I guess let's start with the center stuff here. If I can find the screws. Looks like all the screws are on the bottom. Man, this is going to be a hell of a project. The Beautiful People. Yeah, that's a damn good song. So yeah, when that song came out brand new on the radio, literally as they were releasing that album, I went to the concert. Weirdest thing ever. People started crowd surfing, so I started crowd surfing. Next thing you know, I'm being yanked down by one of the security guards, whatever you want to call them, bouncers. And he walks me outside, me and another guy. There was like a dozen people in there crowd surfing, and two of us, he walks out. We're like, what the hell? So the doorman eventually said, you know, you guys can go back in, but don't let him see you, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't even know this other guy. It was just two of us, and we traded shirts and something else, just trying to look different. And the doorman let us back in, and I got to go in and enjoy the concert, but it was just stupid. Oh, let's see here. All right, let's focus on the rear end, I guess. Looks like this truck's gonna take me a while here. Let's see. Went to Welcome Home, Sanitarium, Concert 99, Metallica, Korn, Power Man, System of a Down, Carrick. Damn. I should have never heard System of a Down, but they stole the show. Yeah, I used to love System of a Down. LOL, the Nitro Gang goes crowd surfing. Yeah, I've been once. And that was the only time I ever did it, because, man, I didn't want to get kicked out of any more concerts. But, yep. Went crowd surfing one time. It was a blast. Kind of weird being passed around by a bunch of strange hands. Just so everybody understands what I'm doing here, these holes are full of dirt. So, these 1.5s are great for cleaning dirt out of screws. Man, what you guys saying over here? Guns N' Roses. Man, have you heard him try to sing lately? I'm too big to crowd surf, but I always have to throw people up. I'm getting there. I used to be a lot thinner back when I was younger, a little more athletic, but hit that magic number 40, and everything starts slowing down and growing. That actually sounds funny. I've never put it that way before. But yeah, everything started slowing down and growing. So, nowadays when we go to concerts, we just sit in the seats and enjoy the show. And a little bit of scraping on here, but not bad. Still in good shape, haven't wore down. I've had some screws where you hit the concrete so much and there's barely any head left on it. I don't know about you guys, but I take the rear end apart. I'll put all my rear end screws into one baggie. Helps when rebuilding it. You have everything for that particular section right there in one spot. Let's see what we're doing here. Lotus says 6'3", 270 pounds. He's a big boy. Holy shit. Lotus is the kind of guy you want to have in your corner. Or that I want to have in my corner. Hardy Boy says, right, I've had to drop weight. Found out I have high blood pressure, getting old. I think we're all getting old here. My company also wants us to do those biometric screenings for insurance purposes. Helps keep our insurance a little lower. Haven't done it in the last couple of years because of COVID, but last time I did it, they said everything was good. I don't feel any different, so I don't think I have high blood pressure. But yeah, it's definitely getting old and slowing down a bit. Let's see. Oh, this is 42 F the seats. I'm in the pit. Yeah, I'll be 45 in September, and yeah, my body, my joints, you know, from being an electrician, they just my joints don't like me getting out and doing all that stupid shit anymore. Hybrid says I got high blood pressure too, guys. Hey, you know, I mean, it happens. Legit got rejected from donating blood last time. Holy shit. Told them it's nitro. It's that New York life, Hybrid. Woogie's in the house. What is up, brother? Thanks for joining in. He says, not getting older, we're getting better. Yep. My wife tells me I age like fine wine. I tell her she's biased. Hybrid said, yep, has to be, bro. Nitro RC says, it'll be 46 September. Hell yeah, I'll be 45 in September. September 6th, what's yours? Woogie, you're 60? Holy shit, man, I didn't think you were quite up there, bro. You're looking good for 60, man. You got a lot of energy for your age. That's why nowadays I don't worry or stress about nothing. Yeah, I try not to. What's everyone's age? Yeah, we're all old, that's what we'll call it. 13th. Yeah, mine's the 6th. So we're right there together. I'm just on the cusp of being a Virgo. Sounds like you're the next one up. I don't remember. Is that a Cancer? Or hell, I don't know. Whatever. But hell yeah, man. We're right there. Birthdays are, what is that, 7 days apart? Hey, Woogie, I don't know if you caught any of the beginning of this. I ended up getting some of those street tires in. Did you see any of that, or do you need me to show you? Yeah, that moving business keeps you looking young, it looks like. Yep, you're a Virgo too. Hell yeah. I wasn't for sure where the cutoff was. 43, but don't look my age. Is that because of all the nitros you own? Let's see. Working on the intro for tomorrow's video. Hell yeah. I'll be looking forward to it. No, you haven't seen it? All right, here, I'll show you, brother. Oh, I can't remember that brand that you suggested to me the other day, but I already had these on order. The GTX 015, and then the S5 would be just the medium compound. GRPs. Yeah, I'm kind of excited to run these. Hopefully I don't just shred them. They feel a little bit stiffer than those cheap ones, so yeah, those are great. Yeah, I'm hoping so. They look pretty cool. They feel good. And then these here would be the other ones. GT J03, T03 Revos. These even kind of feel a little sticky. You running these on the Mugen right now? Oh, are you talking about the first ones I showed? Now I can't wait to put these on the buggies and shred in that parking lot. It's gonna be a blast. Once they heat up, they get sticky. Oh, I bet. I'm just hoping I don't rip all the tread off of them like those other ones. Those other ones, they disappear way too fast. So I'm hoping those are a little bit better compound, so they last a little bit longer. These GRP turbo glow plugs, nice. I didn't know GRP made glow plugs. So I got so many different videos and projects I'm trying to work on. I don't really have time for all of it, so we'll just go one step at a time and see what happens. I'm getting tired of turning this wrench. Getting out the cheater. The old cheater driver. Does anybody else do this? Take screws out and then use your drill and a t-shirt or a rag to clean them? Guess I should turn this around so you guys can see a little bit better. Let's see. Make sure you got your finger set on low. Talking about this? Just like throttle control. Gotta make sure you got it in reverse too. I'm sure it's probably a good order for taking these things apart, but I don't know it. So we're just gonna wing it. Okay, so now let's see. Screw doesn't want to come out. Let's see, not that one, not that one. Oh, it is that one. Keep all these pieces together so don't get them mixed up. Let's see what we got going on here. Upgrading Kyosho GT to the Inferno newer style 2-speed. Hell yeah. Finger trigger happy. It will shift the second year for sure next time. I'm pretty sure he means second gear. Woogie rides so fast, time travels in years. Yeah, we're going to put GPMs on it next time. Damn it! I was reading something and it just disappeared on me. Back to the Future. I think when Dodger Boy erased whatever message that he wrote, made everything skip around. Didn't look like it was coming apart. Is that good enough? Do I need to zoom in for you guys so you can see it a little bit better? Because if I need to zoom in, I can do that. But I don't want to make it to where you can't see it at the same time. Maybe if we scoot it back, a little bit different angle here. Which one's one of your favorite movies? Oh, Back to the Future. Have you guys seen the previews for the new one? What would it be? Back to the Future 4? Looks like it's going to be pretty cool. Come on, get out of there. What it says when... Damn it, it moved again. Oh, he erased it. I was trying to read it. They filmed some of the scenes by my hometown, San Gabriel Valley. Oh, you talking about on this new one? I was actually going to go to the hobby shop today. Got up early enough, but I was like, nah. I don't feel like spending all the money because you know you go in there and you come out broke. Going in for one thing, we come out with 10. Like women going to Target. Okay, here we have the shock tower with the body mount. What we got here, the old movie. Oh, have you guys ever seen, was it Child's Play 3? So that was filmed in my hometown. I think that most of the movie was filmed down in Georgia, but when they're in that military school, especially at the beginning, and it pans through all the cadets standing there, a couple of those people I went to school with, everybody's like, hey, let's go audition for the movie. I was like, they ain't gonna give that to any of us. Sure enough, some of them people ended up in it. Those when I go to the hobby store, I feel like a broke ass. Look at all the trucks I can't afford while I buy my $20 nitro parts. Yes, exactly. I walk in like, you find everything okay? Yeah. Well, can I get you anything? Yeah, one of everything, please. But you know, they have a used RC section. It's addicting. Hence the name of my channel. Everything about this is addicting. Dodger Boy says, I hate going to a local hobby store. Then you see and the workers show and tell you about something else. What? But you're going there looking for something, they're trying to point you in a different direction. I get most of my stuff offline. I very rarely go to the hobby store. Unless I need something, they have it. And whether I'm going to Walmart for shopping or the hobby store or whatever, I go in, I get what I'm looking for, and I get out. I don't like to shop. End up spending too much money like that. Yeah, these parts where we don't necessarily need to take everything completely apart. We're going to anyways. Man, that thing is long-winded. Holy shit. I have a fix for that. So this is part of my work tools. I guess I'll leave the post on there. There's no reason to take all that apart. I've been taking most of it apart because I don't want the screws to rust, but I think it'll be fine. So I bought 3 HPI 7s from one of my local hobby shops. My local hobby shops never have used RCs for sale, especially nitros. They did way back in the day, but not anymore. Everyone support your local hobby store. I usually do with the fuel. I buy the hard to find parts and stuff from eBay. Yep, exactly. It's one of the reasons that I like the buggies and the truggy and even the Savage. Like, you can take the whole rear end off and then work on it. This, you got to take all the pieces off around the chassis. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but that's what it looks like to me anyways. But either way, it's fun regardless. See, the thing is, my hobby shop carries nitro and fifth scale. Primal 2, they got 2 random. Hell yeah. I don't know I've ever seen a fifth scale in any hobby store that I've ever been in. That's pretty cool. Just noticed today that the HPI 25 and WD-40 treatment has 6 screws in the cooling head. I didn't know any of the Savage engines had 6 screws in the cooling head. Bajas and Losis everywhere. Hell yeah, I would like to have one of those. I think they're the older ones. Don't even know if you can find them anymore. Was it maybe the 5T? What was the 2-wheel drive? It was like a short course truck, 2-wheel drive, kind of narrow. I can't remember exactly what it was called, but I always did like that one. Take out these screws first. Thought that screw was bent. Nope. Baja 5SC. Makes sense. OC 5T is the all-wheel drive. Okay. King Motor Terminator. There's some really cool shit in the fifth scale. I mean, I think half the people in this live have some awesome fifth scale something. Eventually, one day, I would like to. That's a huge investment. But they're pretty cool. And fuel's a hell of a lot cheaper. I don't think I ever realized that. I've looked at this thing, multiple times over the years. I don't think I ever realized that these were 2 separate pieces. I thought it was like all one piece. I never, I guess, looked that close. That's funny. I don't think I'm going to take that completely apart, at least not right now. course we're still attached. I can see it right now. This thing's going to be a pain in the ass putting back together. Definitely going to have to get me a printout of the exploded diagram. It's like the easiest way to get these things back together is just to have that exploded diagram. Yeah, I mean, everything looks good. It's just dirty. Hope I don't have the same issue the hybrid had with those shocks, the caps wanting to pop off of it, or just not be able to get them tight. Yeah, I can't tell what's going on in there. I think this is the, that tore off pretty, oh, you guys couldn't even see it. Tore off there pretty easy. I think that's some of that, that dogwood fuzzy looking stuff. We get a lot of that around where I live. Likes to clog up the compressor. Or not the compressor, the condensing unit. Which has the compressor in it. Looks like somebody blew up a teddy bear. I wish these different vehicles would make up their mind. Do they want to do Phillips head or do they want to do freaking hex? Kind of makes it a pain in the butt when they do a mixture. Yeah, for the most part, everything on this truck's in pretty good shape. Oh, it doesn't look like there's even really a lot of use. I know how much I ran it. I just don't know how much they ran it before they sold it to me. Of course. You gotta dig out some of the big dog Allen wrenches here. Of course. Found it. See what you guys are saying in here. Hey, we got a couple more likes. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. See, low C5T is an okay truck. They slow out the box. Actually, let me go back up here. What A2RC we doing good? Huh? What I miss is all aspects. Sorry, not a whole lot. Oh, dang, never got a notification. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, that sucks, A2. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I get other people's notifications, and sometimes I don't. YouTube just doesn't like us. Um, Thanks for joining in. These videos are also always available for reruns. But I appreciate all the support from everybody here. Let's see. The Rampage XB. You like the Rampage? I hear some people liking it, and I never had good luck with Red Cat. See all aspects. Didn't miss much. Just trying to get it all taken apart. So it's a T-Max Revo Savage. The best parts availability now. Probably T-Max and Revo, but I can find Savage parts pretty readily on eBay now that they've opened back up and are, back in production. Dodger Boy says, my team associated 4.6, like yours, came with 8 Integy aluminum piggyback shocks, and they're expensive. Yes. Yes, they are. I'm not opposed to upgrading. I don't really want to do the Integy. Let's see. I'll check to see Nitros have the best parts availability because all hobby shops have parts in stock. Yes, that is true. Let's see. Rampage is a solid unit. That's good. Like when it comes to their 10 scale, I didn't have any luck. I hear their 8 scale is better, but I never pulled the trigger on any of it. But I mean, that's good that those 5th scales are good quality. I see a lot of videos where people, they say good things about them and they're running them. But then there's also people that try to say that like the 10th scale and 8th scale stuff, they're like, oh yeah, it's good. They're good and tough. And then every video something's breaking. God, I can't remember the guy's name. He was on here years ago when we used to pay a lot more attention, before I kind of dipped out of the hobby for a minute. But I think he was like a dealer. And he had a channel, was always running Red Cat. And it was just funny because every video it seemed like his shit was breaking. But no, that's good that at least in their 5th scale, they run pretty good. I hate working on something and then turn right around having to work on it again and got like 5 minutes run time out of it. That was my experience with the smaller Red Cat stuff. Let's see. I hate will never own a Red Cat. Rampage will run down most 10 scale E-words too. Hell yeah. We'll run large scale tomorrow. That ought to be fun, Woogie. Rampage is reliable. Rarely have to fix it. That's good. At least they got something that I haven't heard too many horror stories about. I mean, when I first got into RCs, that was, I could only afford the cheaper stuff, so that was one of them that I ended up with was a Red Cat. And I mean, I really liked my Red Cats. I wanted them to run. But yeah, always seem to have some sort of issue. But again, those were the 10 scales. That Hurricane buggy that they had, I always wanted that buggy. Never did get it though. A lot of videos on here with the Monsoon, their 8 scale truggy. That thing was really cool looking and a beast. I don't know durability wise. I don't know much about it, but it was always an interesting looking deal. Oh, your Rampage Lotus? Single ring 36, I guess. I don't know anything about the 5th scales, so I'm not even going to try to answer that. I actually wouldn't mind having and running a fifth scale. I really like the buggies, or like I was saying, that what'd you call it, the 5SC or something like that. I always thought those were pretty neat, but it's just that initial cost. Damn things are expensive. So does anybody out there know, was the MGT the only monster truck running pillow balls? Woogie's keeping them in suspense. Traxxas runs pillow balls, Revo 2, or the T-Max. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I didn't even think about those. It's pretty dirty. Yeah, this truck's been pretty bad in need of a good cleaning here for a while. Best part about it though, I mean, I ran this thing in a lot of snow and ice and water. I hit it with enough WD-40 that, like, these are the original bearings. I think the Savage does too. That's not what they consider to be a pillow ball, is it? I thought that was more of a C-hub. Yeah, this is the level of cleanliness that we're going for. Looks just like a Revo hub. No, what? No, it's not called a C-hub. Is that still considered a pillow ball? Like, I've only ever known of this style of pillow ball. No, it's not a pillow ball. I didn't think it was. All right, so let's get this other side. Man, I feel like I'm opening up a huge can of worms. But I'm confident I can get it all back together. I'm definitely going to have to print out the exploded view. Yeah, otherwise I'm not going to have a clue how this thing needs to go back together. Interesting design in these trucks, though. I mean, like I said, I'm used to the like the Savage and those buggies. I mean, that's, you know, this stuff's all like one piece that's attached to the frame. This shit's all built in the frame and around. Like, this is pretty interesting the way they designed this. Screw is stuck. Let's see where we're at here. That's very true, Dodger Boy. Says when I'm done cleaning up my Nitro RCs, they look cleaner than some people's real vehicles. We have we ended up getting the subscription to, I think it's called Better Car Wash. I'm sure they're called different things in other cities, but that's just what we have in our local. And I mean, hell, as long as you go in and wash your car 2 times a week, it's a very cheap car wash. Let's see, Lotus says, I was helping a guy adjust his A while back. Sorry guys, sometimes my reading ability is not the best here. I was helping a guy adjust his something a while back. Help out here, Dodger does any of the Savage Run pillow balls. Oh, sorry. Hey, there's Mama. Hey, baby, how you doing? Mrs. Nitro Addiction there. Daughter says, good question. Let me see. Another HPI Savage 25 slider sitting on my rack or shelf. How funny. Everyone that I've ever seen, they all have that same setup, like those same knuckles basically go through XLs, X, the SS, all the Savages run that same shit. I mean, there may be one, but I've never seen one with a pillow ball in it. Quick quack car wash. One day I washed my truck 3 times in one day. I've done it twice in a day. Wash it, go for a drive, all the bugs hit it, come back, wash it again. Could be wrong. I blame it on the trees. There you go, brother. Blame it on the trees. But yeah, when we got our subscription to the car wash, they're like, you know, people come here sometimes 2-3 times a day, sometimes while it's raining, just to do it. I don't get that extreme with it, but the option's there if you need it. Yeah, funny story about the car wash. So I get my wife a 4Runner, and you know, certain trim levels, it's the limited, and it's got those the luggage rack on it. Well, it's got these specialty end caps that clip over the ends of the luggage rack where it bolts to the roof, and they're painted too. So them things are like $80 a piece. One day I got to looking at the top of it, it was just gone. I'm like, what in the hell? Come to find out, when you wash your car every other day, you may lose one of those. She says, shh. It's all good, though. You're worth it. Learned something new that day for sure. But hell, I don't blame her. It's a damn good looking car, and if it needs to be cleaned, it needs to be cleaned. I bet she never thought I would tell anybody that story. It's all good though. Yeah, right. Love you too. Oh, the other cool thing about these lives is it's almost like being at home with the family, even though I'm on the road. Alrighty. I'm trying to get a grip on this heavy ass beast. Such a cool piece of machinery. I've never dove this far into these. Really interested to see what the inside of that transmission looks like. I've never had that open either. Let's see here. Man, so many screws. See, that's what I'm talking about. Phillips screws, hex screws. I hate that. There's no reason for that. Where is my Phillips screwdriver? Found it. Thought maybe there was a nut on the other side of that for a minute. These are Loctited in there really good. So is everybody here still wrenching on their RCs while watching this? Nice. That's like 7-year-old mud. That means dry dirt now, but Hardy Boy says, "Yep, hell yeah, I love it." So for anybody that's never got to see the bottom side of the differential anyways, man, Man, so many screws. Dirt falling out everywhere. Gotta get my cheater out. That's a beefy differential there. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's a beefy truck, but a bag of screws. This thing's covered in so much grease and dirt, it's not even funny. Alright, well, there's the entire rear end, completely stripped down in pieces. Get these screws here cleaned up. put in the baggies so we don't lose them. Shit, I was thinking it might take 2 or 3 of these videos to get this thing completely broke down and put back together. It's gonna be like a whole week or two's worth of videos. Live sessions. But we're all having fun and doing basically a community wrenching of RCs. Let's see what time we got. Well, it's about 9 o'clock here, local time for me. It's pushing a 3-hour live, so anybody that wants to go back and catch it from the beginning, feel free. Like I said, the reruns are going to be there. Anybody wants to check it out. So I do appreciate everybody being here, but I think it's going to be my bedtime. So at this moment, looks like we're going to have more rain tomorrow. I am planning on doing some more wrenching on this. So hope you guys can join me. If something comes up and I can't do it, sorry. But at the moment, plan is to continue doing what we got going here. Probably focus on taking the front end apart, and then we'll focus on the center of it. But everyone keep burning nitros and staying safe. Yes, Dodger boy. Everybody keep burning those nitros and stay safe. If you're not getting the notifications, sorry, maybe check the bell. Within the subscription or whatever. Lotus says, good night, guys. Appreciate you, Lotus. Have a good one. I'm gonna be back out tomorrow, so if you guys aren't busy, come join me. We'll continue this fun. So appreciate it, everybody. Have a good night. See you in the next one.